Well, hello there all you absolutely magnificent people, and welcome back to another live stream of An Ecologist Plays. We talk about nature while playing games, and as you can see we are back in another with another live stream of Pax Augusta. And of course Nick is still not here to stream yet. She will be streaming eventually one day again, but she does send her regards, so she does say hello to all of you. And yeah, she is sorry that she can't stream with us, but eventually, of course, she will hopefully be able to join us again. But for the foreseeable future, you guys have got me as your host, and we are going to be playing a bit of Pax Augusta, as you can see. I see Fireduck is in chat. Hello there, Fireduck. Hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful weekend. We have had a very nice, busy weekend. We had, well, Nick's baby shower yesterday, and for me, the nappy party yesterday. Lovely chatting with everybody, with family and friends, everyone gathered together, and yeah. Bit of chaos, but we've already sorted out all the chaos in the house again. It looks back to normal again now. But yeah, hope you all are having a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Now, just a reminder of what we are doing in this game here. We are going to try and build a nice big Roman settlement. We've got a whole bunch of resources we need to balance. Food and money, the denarii, that will be the most important. Thankfully, we've got a lot of money coming in, and we're spending a little over half of it, about 60% of the money we get in, we are spending, so that's great, 40% extra. We are currently nothing being produced because we are in the middle of winter now. No food being produced. We are using a bit of food, but we also have quite a lot of food stored away, so that is great. I see Nick is here to say enjoy the stream, love. Thank you, dear. We'll definitely do that. Right, so what we also have, of course, we are trying to be as environmentally friendly as possible. We, of course, have got floodplains or flood areas or wetland areas like this area over here. We're trying to avoid those, trying not to build in those. So nothing should be built in this area here, nothing should be built up here. Nothing should be built in this area, and we were trying to do nothing in this area. However, it is the only clay pit, the only place we can actually get clay for our bricks. And so we had to build and kind of compensate here. We are building this, but only this, and only the road into here, and only this section over here we are allowed to build, or this little section of the brickworks we are allowed to build in the floodplain. The rest of this has to remain undisturbed. We're also not allowed to build anything along the river course or right next to the river there, except of course for the one fisherman's hut there. And we also have to keep this area as a conservation area. Those are the rules that I have put down for myself there. Okay, so we are going to try and keep to those rules. We also, of course, need to have as much ecological corridors, or as many ecological corridors as possible, even through our settlement here. So animals should be able to move through our settlement one way or another. I've got lots of backyard gardens over here, which are extremely important for maintaining biodiversity and allowing animals to move from point A to point B. None of it is really officially fenced off properly, so animals should be able to move through here quite easily. It's a little bit easier for animals to move through these gardens than it is for animals to move through, gardens in the modern day, where very often our houses have got walls around them, or our gardens have got walls around them. Very difficult for voles and rodents and shrews and stuff to actually move from one yard to the other. This is still much more connected. Okay, so we are going to try to have as many corridors as possible, and that's basically it. Now today we are going to try and increase the amount of peregrini that we have so that we can actually build some insula. We are going to try to get the next tier of civilians. I'm not sure whether those are pronounced civis or cives, or I think it most likely will be cives. We're going to try and get them. I apologize if I mispronounce that. I'm going to either pronounce it as civis or cives, one of those two, most likely interchangeably as we go along. But yeah, we are going to have to try and build some insula, but in order to do that we do need a few more simple houses. And in order to do that, we most likely need to delete some of the strip houses along here, so we can actually build some simple houses. So yeah, we are going to probably get rid of these houses over here and move them a little bit more to the outskirts. If you look here, of course, just a reminder, the inner circle, this is close to our altar. This is where people living there are generally very happy. This circle, or this area between the green and orange circle, that is moderate happiness, a little bit unhappier, not as happy about being in this area. And then of course if you build outside, if you build houses in this area away from this orange circle, they're really not going to be happy about it. The guys in the simple house, or in these strip houses, the Liberty, they are quite fine. You can push them right over here, and as long as they have some religion and they're on the city street, they're surprisingly fine. The guys that are in the simple houses, well, they need a few more things, like a theater, which we don't have for them yet. We're going to give that to them a little bit later on. Alright, so let's see. I think first steps first things first is we are going to just build a few more strip houses over here in this area down here. So what we're going to do is we are going to build a city street over here. We're going to just along the outskirts of this wetland we are going to build. We're not going to build anything on this side of this road. Okay, we are just going to plop down like over here. And then we're just going to bring it down like that and attach on over there. That is what we are going to do here. Oh, this should be a trade route. Let me just quickly change that back to a trade route. There we go. Thank you very much. And then I'm just going to connect, I think, the city road over to there. Just so it looks nice, you know. I'm going to try to make it look nice. And then we are allowed to build houses in this block over here. So that's where the strip houses will be. And we are going to just plop them down. Now, we want as many people as possible living in these areas. And then, of course, we also do want some nice gardens in here as well. So we're going to plop down that house there. And then get some nice water. Now, we can make a proper draw well with a nice big-ish radius. We're going to plop that down over here. And then, of course, we are going to just put some more nice big houses. Let's actually have a 7x2, just a bit of variation, you know. And then we're going to plop down another 5x3 house. So we're going to have quite a few houses in this area. Do we have? We don't have any one here that's actually suitable for a corner. Let's see, a 3x2. This would allow us to actually still build some houses in here. So maybe we go for that, or gardens, I mean, in this area, so we can still have some animals being able to move through here. We're going to do that. And I think we're just going to plop down another house over there. And in between, we are going to just put a nice big well. Well. Okay, so this well would supply everybody there, and this well would supply everybody here. There we go. So, let's just get the garden sorted, and then this area is kind of sorted. Then we can delete some of these strip houses down here, and actually give them, or replace them, with some of these simple houses. They get more Peregrini to come in. But yeah, as Nick is saying there, we are very, very anxious for little Wilson here to arrive as soon as he can. We are very, very keen to meet him. All right, let's see here. We're going to plop a nice house down, a nice garden down there, and then I think a 4x1 garden right over there, and another one over there. We've got a 2x4. Can we make a 2x4 garden? That's the question. 2x3 we have. We don't have a 2x4. Okay, we're going to have that, and maybe just maybe we can actually do this. 3x1 garden. There we go. Okay, so with all these gardens, we've got a nice variation again of the crops we are cultivating, which is incredibly important. We just plop that down there like that. We can have that, and we can have that. Actually, you know what? We're going to just put a 3x2 down there. Never mind. The idea, of course, as I mentioned last time, is we want a variation in the crops we are planting, because if you have a monoculture, it's going to be very easy for pests to wipe it out, and it also is not great for nature. If you have an increased diversity in crops you are growing, yes, it is more difficult to harvest. I mean, if you just have wheat fields, it's easy to just go in and harvest the wheat. But if you've got wheat and radishes and lettuce and everything growing in between one another, it's a great diversity, but it's a little bit more difficult to actually go and pick them. If you just want to harvest lettuce, it's difficult to go and just, harvest lettuce. So it makes sense that we do have, nowadays at least, a bit more of a monoculture. Guys just having one crop being grown. I think we're going to do this, and can we put anything? We can put a 3x2 in there. We put in there, maybe 2x... No, we can't do that there. Okay, we have to do a 2x3. Let's go for this one. It's got trees in it. Okay, it has to be over there, I guess. Really? There we go, it can be like that. Okay, cool. So lots of gardens again, as we are rolling into spring now. That should again increase our food production. I mean, look at that. We are planting, or gathering at least at the moment, 119 food per week. That's a lot. And in terms of our money, yeah, we are still getting a lot of money in. Liberty, how are you guys doing? You're all right. You buy Provincial Road. Oh, you guys are not in the city street. Oh, okay, never mind. We can just increase that a bit. Let's just, I think, make this... Yeah, let's make this section still a city street. You know what? We are going to do that. That should increase their happiness. What's wrong? You guys are seriously unhappy. Enough food. 47%. Enough empty graves. You've got water. You've got food. You're connected to a city street. Minus 31% satisfaction. Because they are far away from the actual altar. But surely that shouldn't be. There we go. It is moving up to 72%. Yeah, that's perfect satisfaction. That's fine. That's fine. Okay. As soon as there are more people moving in here, we can actually delete or break down these houses and plop down some proper simple houses. And once we have our 300 Peregrini here, we can actually plop down our first insula to place down or to get our first cities. Okay, so that's going to be marvelous. It's 300 Peregrini. So we've got a potential of 104 Peregrini from how many simple houses? I think 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so we are going to need another 12, I think, simple houses in order to actually have, or in order to actually be able to get insula, or to build insula. Okay, we're going to get there. We are definitely going to get there. Let me just quickly check my messages here. Sorry if you guys are hearing a dog barking in the background. Our neighbor's Jack Russell is again being silly. I can put it that way. All right. Now, just having a look here, I just want to quickly check our bricks. They have changed that the screen is slightly smaller now. We need more market stalls. We'll fix that in a moment. So the screen is a little bit smaller now, but hopefully you can all see now more or less at least what is happening right over here with our stock and stuff like that. Okay, so I don't cut off a lot with the chat and with my camera and stuff like that. Okay, I see we've actually got full storage for bricks. We've got 800 bricks being stored. So currently there's nothing really happening here. We need to store more bricks. Let me just check. What will we take? 8 weekly cost. Okay, and 1 more scriptoria. Oh, now let's place down. Let's place down 2 of these. Can we? Okay, if we put it there and maybe. Oh, okay. I don't want to put anything down there because that's going to get too close to the river. What we're going to do is we're just going to build a trade road down to this side, and we are going to plop down 1 more over here. Almost built in the area I'm not supposed to build. Okay, yes, there is enough space. We can build a brick warehouse. That should allow us to store 2,400 bricks, which will be enough for an emergency. Because eventually, as these buildings start getting older, yeah, you need to have some things stored away, some resources stored, so that you can repair your houses. So the older houses eventually will just collapse if you don't maintain them, which, you know, is realistic. You need to maintain the houses after all. So this is quite a nice little empty area still. We're probably not going to do much in this area. This is a very valuable resource or a corridor, so maybe we keep it as that. Satisfaction here. Oh, of course, you're not happy because there are not enough market stalls. Okay, so trade, market. Now we should be able to make a nice big market building right over here, and I think it should align maybe like that. Yes, like that. It will align quite nicely. We're going to place 2 down of those. Yeah. Okay, and now of course we need more scriptoria. So we now have enough market space. We don't have enough scriptoria. So last time I mentioned scriptorium is a writer or a note taker. It's actually, scriptorium is actually a writing room. So it's a room used specifically for writing. So scriptoria are just like writing rooms. It's like the modern day study in essence. That's what it actually is. Let's see, management right down here, forum. Ooh, we can build the large scriptoria. I am wondering whether we shouldn't perhaps try to build that. What do we need for that? Definitely bricks. Okay, so bricks we need, wood we need. And it is going to give us 10 scriptoria if we place this down. So we can actually place it down right over here. We don't want it too close to the river here, but if we place it down here, for example, it is making this area quite crowded though, and I'm wondering whether I didn't perhaps just place it the wrong way around. Yeah, I think I placed it the wrong way around. I don't know if it looks alright. Looks like this is fine. We'll see in a moment. It's going to give us quite a bit of Victoria at least. Let's see here, we just need 2 more. This should be fine. This one will give us 8 more scriptoria than we need. I think that we need those scriptoria because of these. Okay, what's wrong here? There are some errors, but I think it is because they were empty. Or was this... Oh, it doesn't have wood. Okay, it needs more wood. Yeah, our wood production is a little bit slow, it seems. It is taking a long time to actually come here due to that bridge. We need to upgrade that bridge to brick eventually. Definitely need to do that. Okay, how are you guys doing over here? Are you happier now? Yeah, 72%. You are moving in at least. 4 out of 15. This one, 2 out of 14. 13 out of 15. 6 out of 6. And 0 out of 6. Oh, you are unhappy. Why are you unhappy? You are by a city street. Not on the Cardo. Not on the Cardo or the Cardo Maximus or the Decumanus Maximus. Oopsie. Okay, so you're not very happy. We can't really do much about that. Yeah, you are just going to be the unhappy people, I guess. Eventually, when all these houses are filled, I think then people are going to start moving into this house over here. Now, let's just have a look. Wow, our personal wealth is looking quite good. Our personal reputation is also not too shabby. We do need 150 reputation and 3,600 wealth before we can run for a deal, which we should be able to do this evening, actually. Most likely should be able to do this evening. Alright, let's see now. I think the time has come for us to actually expand the Peregrini in here. So let's start breaking down some older houses here. This is a 5x3 house. This is a 5x3 house. This is a, I think 7x2 house. So let's start breaking them down. 5x3, 5x3, and 7x2. And we're going to just place down a nice 5x5, 5x3 house over here. You can stay there, you can stay there. And do we have a 7x2? I don't think we do. We've got a 4x2 house. And I almost think that is about it. We can't place a 3 in here. We can delete this field over there. And maybe we can place down another nice big house over here. Increase the number of Peregrini. So this 5x2 house will give us 10 people. Is this the right one, right? Yeah, this is the Peregrini. 15 Peregrini with these ones here. You know what, we are going to do that. We are just going to put a garden over here, a nice veggie garden over there, and maybe just a little 2x2 house over there. Just a bit of extra, you know, taxes. And maybe a 3x2 house right over there. Okay, so we're getting some taxes, we're getting some food, and we've got a whole bunch of people coming in as well. Of course, if you guys have any suggestions of what you would like to see me try and do, please do pop it down in the comments or in the chat below, and I'll happily try to do that. Right, now, I think we should be able to build or increase the scriptoria here if we so desire, or when it becomes necessary. Let's just have a look here. So with a large scriptoria, I believe this is the one we are going to... Yeah, this is the one. Look how nicely that just fits in. Just slots in perfectly. And you can expand it quite nicely here until you get to the corner. And of course, then you're just going to build a nice little corner slot. Yeah, this is the right one. Okay, you're going to build a nice corner slot. And I think you can actually build another corner slot right over there and make it go the other way again. That's going to look nice. And it's going to give us so many scriptoria. This one, again... This gives us 10 scriptoria. I think all of this, this one gives us 9, 10 scriptoria, 10 scriptoria, 9 scriptoria. So 9 or 10 scriptoria per piece we place down, which is really, really marvelous. Okay. Now, what will these people need? They need a theater, and they need more religion, and they need another arena. Let's see, where can we place the arena? I think we should place another arena over here. That's just my feeling. I think we should. We need a bit more entertainment. We also need a theater. How's our almost said food production? Our money production, yeah, it's really good. We are 140 more we are getting in than we are losing, so we can give some entertainment. Let's see, a theater. Let's give them a theater. It's 35. You know what? Financially, we can afford this. We have just enough wood. It is going to cut into this wood area over there. I'm afraid we are just going to have to accept that. And if they give a nice enough performance, you know, even the people in the local village will be able to hear the performance. Yes, we're going to do that, and we are just going to, just for good measure, I think, place down another arena as well. Let's just see, a small wooden arena also just costs 15. Oh, we don't have enough wood. Well, yeah, look at that. Okay, so wood production is definitely the hold-up. Now, eventually, of course, all three of these brick storage here will be filled up, and then the kiln over here is not going to require any more wood. And that will be perfect. Oh, okay, so this red exclamation mark here means that, you know, it's full. It's full. The brick production here is actually full. Okay, well, that's cool. Right, now apparently I think it is in the cards that one day eventually we will be able to actually expand the area that we are building. So you can go into this Ager Publicus. We should be able to expand a little bit into that, but as it stands now, this Colonia boundary is where we can build. We can't actually build outside it. Which is also, I mean, this is more than sufficient, you know, especially if you don't give yourself some restrictions of where you can and cannot build. This area up here is still really unused. Of course, again, we're not going to build along the river there. That's going to be a very nice corridor for our animals. Technically, you still move through here. But this area, we can still build quite a bit, I think. I think, yeah, the Ager Republicus, the border of the colony, runs along here, I think, most likely. We still have not found any marble, which I am slightly worried about. I mean, there's no marble here. We have looked almost everywhere. It wasn't on the south here, or to the south. Interesting, I think technically this is north, and this direction is south, that is east, that is west. Because this... Okay, sorry, Vitruvius, Mr. Land Surveyor, you guys, you can walk over there. The Cardo Maximus was always built, or almost always built, north-south. And the Decumanus Maximus was always, or almost always, built east-west. So when a new city or a new town was founded, like we have to do in the game here, you plop down those crossroads, and they did that. They said, okay, this is where the Cardo Maximus is going to run, and that is where the Decumanus Maximus is going to run. And then everything else was built around that. Which is, I think it's quite nice, the fact that it is included in the game here. You've got to, initially, the moment you start your city, you have to do that, which is of course something they would have done. Alrighty, let's just check here. I'm just going to drink some coffee while I think about what to do next. Our wood supply is running low. So I think what I'm going to do is, once we have 1,600 bricks, I'm actually going to stop the brick production for now. We can then, as we start running lower again, we can actually start that up quite easily. Okay, let's see. In terms of religion, well, let's just check here. How are these guys feeling? How are they all feeling? They have got a satisfaction of 100%. That is marvelous. We can potentially place down another restaurant. This is our restaurant. Yeah, there's our restaurant right over here. Oh, and we can also increase or give some money to the restaurant here to give them or have them do some more things. We've got a gambling den. So we've got illegal dice games being made or being done or played. The cost decreased by 20% thanks to increased revenue. So currently it costs us 6 denarii per week. That is going to bring it down to 5 denarii per week, which basically is 1 denarii per week, which adds up 52 denarii per year, etc., etc. The flute girls will also play some uplifting tunes, and cost decreased by 10% thanks to increased revenue. So we can already bring it down by 30%, which is 2 in essence. 1.8. Okay, so that's not bad. And oh, and the barmaids also offer other services. Other services. Act as a low-grade lupanar within the radius. The lupanar is a building for adult recreation, if I can put it that way. So what we are going to do is we are going to build the gambling den, and we're going to bring in the flute girls there. We're not going to do the meretrix. We're not going to go and have the barmaids do some other activities, at least not for now. Maybe later, but not now. Okay, otherwise you are very happy. We have another arena. We've got 2 arenas for you. Why are you only still 8 out of 15? Oh, we didn't build the second arena. We didn't have enough wood for that. I think we've got now. I do think we have got now. Entertainment, arena, small wooden arena. Yeah, we need 78. We've got 88. Okay, so we're just going to plop that down right over here. Actually, let's plop it down over here. Yeah, I didn't want to take down this tree. This tree is a valuable part of our ecological corridor. So we're going to try and leave this tree over here. For this one, okay, it is still building. This one has got the sunshades. That's quite nice. Okay, apart from the arena, oh, we need a bit more religion, I see. And the restaurant is going to be built. The restaurant is going to be built soon. Don't worry, okay? Alright, let's see. In terms of religion, we are most likely going to increase our scriptoria along here, which means we've got this area to just build. Large Gallo-Roman? Oh, it's too big. It's too big to fit in here. And we need a lot of wood, and we need some more slaves. Also need more wood for the small Gallo-Roman one. Okay, we're going to wait. We are going to wait a bit. Oh, our food is quite low. Oh, that is because we are basically at the end of winter. Okay, we do just have to check how much food we are producing in the middle of summer, because this is... It's alright. I mean, we've got 761 food at the moment. We should be able to last the winter, but it is going to be it's going to be close. It's going to be very, very close, and I don't want that. Alrighty, so let's see now. What can we build? There was something. There was something, but now for the life of me, I cannot remember. I did want to put the sunshades up there. Oh, man, what was it I wanted to build? There's something that we needed 100 and something Peregrini for, and we didn't have it earlier. Let's have a look here. It's not something production. It's not entertainment. It wasn't religion. Although, you know what? With the necropolis, we do need to expand. We do need to expand our graves here. Let's plop down a big one. Like that. Okay, that should then be enough for our residents. Yeah, that's about a third of the graves used. Good. Oh, how is this one's radius? A little bit difficult to see. Okay, but anyway, so I think any houses in any case within this border that close to the graves would have had a penalty to them. Alright. Now, oh man, what was it I wanted to build? It wasn't religion, it wasn't that. It wasn't security. We can try to get some education. Oh, yeah, I know what it was. It was production. It was for food production, the farm. Okay, so the farm over here, we don't have enough wood currently to do that. But the farm we are going to place down over here somewhere. Okay, this is going to hopefully... It produces 40 food per week. That's actually quite a lot. Quite a lot. I see, Fireduck, you say that your cat says, oh, 0000000, trying to communicate to us in binary code, except there are no ones, they're just zeros. Got on the keyboard. Cats on keyboards, always amusing. Always, always amusing. Let's see, we could actually also build the farm around here. Maybe we should do that. Maybe. Let's just check here. Will it fit? If we rotate it like this, oh, it won't really fit. It will fit here. So maybe we do that. Maybe we build a big farm over here. Yeah, that should work. We can have a nice road down along here. Yes, and then a farm over there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to just, in the meantime, build the trade route. Just now keep in mind, okay, it goes along over here. Okay, that is fine. And it is going to come out over here. And then along over there. Okay, now this of course still being the market area, we are going to eventually expand this market even more. We are servicing 390 people, but there are only 305 in the area. Okay, so even here, the arena now, we've got 305 seats available. Or 305 inhabitants, but 300 seats available. It is really cutting it close. These guys, they're full. That house is full. This house is filling up. Okay. I think almost all the Liberty are there. There are 4 more spaces. And all the Peregrini are in fact here. Oh my word. Okay, so we need more simple houses. Now, where will we build the simple houses? We can still build some here. It's going to get very close to our conservation area, though. What is that? That is a strip house. We can remove these 2 strip houses. We can build some nice... I know I just built them last time, and now I'm just already destroying them. We are just going to build some more simple houses. Let's just check. This house here gets 16 people in it for a 4x4 square. That is actually not bad. I just want to get like that. There we go. So there's a nice house right over there. And I think we are going to get another one. I think over here actually. We just need, I guess, more. Oh, we don't have wood for that. Never mind. Okay, we're just going to have like that. And maybe what we can also build, if we can afford that in terms of wood. Backyard houses. This is. Oh, it doesn't. Oh, it just uses money. Oh, that's nice. Okay, so just like that, get more income. You know, the more income we can generate, the better. Ordinary, yeah, it's looking alright, 200, almost 200, 190 more that we are getting in than we are spending. That is absolutely magnificent. Right, so let's see now. There's a strip house here we can still remove, and one over there. Is it within range? Yeah, these are still within range of our altar, so that's good. That is very good for us. These two are also still within range of our altar. Okay, so this house, this house, this house, and this house, we are going to replace with our simple houses. That house there, that will keep a simple house. Ooh, a strip house, I mean. Oh, these two houses, this house over here is actually outside the radius, just outside the radius. So there's going to be a bit of a penalty with it here. That's not great. Okay, but wood, we do need wood. Now we're almost at 1,600 bricks. You know what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop production of bricks. We've got enough bricks stored away. How's our money now going to look? I wonder whether this now does still cost us money. Don't think so. I don't think so. Our expenses should go down. Yeah, there we go. Went down by almost 40. Great stuff. We almost double the income now compared to our expenses. It's marvelous. Okay, and let's increase that. I think even more. Let's try and build some more simple houses over here. We've got a 5x3 we can build over here. Right over there. We have got enough wood for that. And then in terms of the by 2s, we've got, I think, a 4x2 and a 5x2. The 5x2 I think is the one we should be going for. Yeah, we've got just enough wood for that. And I think we're going to just plop down a little veggie garden in the back there. A 2x2 should do it. Oh, you know what? We actually can't build any more simple houses because we don't have enough Peregrini. Sorry, enough Liberty. We've got 98 of 101. So if we go there now, we can't build any more simple houses because we don't have any more Liberty in our... We don't have enough, or 100 Liberty in our town. Now, where's the hold up? We've got 15 out of 15 there, 3 out of 6. This house still needs 3 people here. It's only 55% satisfaction. Yo. How will we get you happier? I don't think we really can, except perhaps by building another altar over here. Maybe, just maybe, we just need to build a small little temple, a small little shrine. Let's just build that over here. Oh, we need a slave. Okay. Probably to serve as like a priestess or so. Let's just get one. And then just place down our little shrine over here. Alrighty. And I'm not sure whether that is going to increase their happiness even more. Because currently they are on 55% happiness. We'll see when the shrine actually is built. Whether that results in anything increasing here in terms of satisfaction. If we can just get to 100 liberty, that'll be absolutely marvelous. Okay. We really also can't destroy that house because, yeah, we're not going to have a happy bunch of people. We can't place any more simple houses then. Let's see, in terms of happiness, I mean, it's impossible, it's difficult for me to fathom that this guy over here, which is like, seriously, quite a bit outside, oh, okay, it's not quite a bit, it's just outside the ring, but it is still outside the main altar ring. These guys are like, yes, brilliant, we are very, very happy. This guy over here, who's not that much further from the actually isn't further from the altar than, almost a little bit further than that guy. It's so unhappy that nobody is coming in anymore. Okay, so the shrine has been built, but they're not increasing in satisfaction, unfortunately. It's 15 out of 5. That's because we have got... what have we got? We've got a little temple here, and we've got the shrine over here. Ooh, we can select a deity here as well. Okay, we can't make it Sekilus again. Sekilus is, of course, the god of harvest, the Celtic god of harvest. So Sekilus was one of the Gallic ones. Okay, so it was with the Gauls. They had Sekilus. Sekilus was very often portrayed with like this. It was a big bearded guy. It was portrayed with like this big, long-handled wooden hammer. Although some people say that that mallet tip there was actually like a beer keg in essence that he was walking around with. That's quite cool. Let's see. This here will increase the well radius either by 1 or by 2. This is a very, very small temple. I'm not sure whether we should actually dedicate this one. I don't know. I don't know. We'll have to still decide. But these guys, unfortunately, are not very happy. We may have to eventually destroy that house there. It's a 3 by 2. Oh, we can't build any more along there. With them being outside the altar radius, we can perhaps build one house over here. I think that's what we should do. Just so we can get the numbers again. A 5 by 3. 5 by 3. There we go. This house over here. No. 4 by... Oh, come on, Will. Think a little bit. A 3 by 2. That should be fine. Yeah, that is going to be fine. And we are just, again, going to place in the back... Oh, no, it's still outside the circle. Never mind. This is not going to help at all, is it? No, it's not. Oh, well. We'll see. We'll see. Let's just place a little garden as well in the back. And in here as well. And in terms of water... I think he needs a bit of water. Oh no, he's sorted. Okay, cool, no worries. We'll see in a moment whether that helps or not. You know what, I think maybe... Oh, we've gone up to 99, finally. One person moved in. I think the closer it is to 100, the faster people move in, but with 55, it hovers around half the occupancy. So maybe this house will also go up to 3 and then just kind of hover around there. We just need one more and then we can build more simple houses. Our Peregrini can accommodate 190. Okay, so where's the hold up? We can accommodate 3 more there. No one there. Oh, we built more simple houses here, didn't we? Yeah, 8 out of 15. But they are very happy. Satisfaction is 100%. Theater is helping. The arenas are helping. Yeah, everything will be fine. Cool. Okay. It's becoming a balancing act. It is becoming a balancing act. I don't think we actually will be able to build on this map to get to the point where we can have definitely not senators. Definitely not senators. It's going to... You really need to pack them all tightly together, I think, to have the senators move in eventually. So to get to the point where you can build the palace villas. Yeah, because you need 800 insula or 800 equities to actually, or cities actually, to get the equities to move in. That's a lot. That really is a lot. Okay. Career-wise, we just need a 3,600 money. Personal wealth. Let's see. Oh, I'm moving the painting around. Okay. Let's see now. I wonder, can we apply for an increase in our salary? Yes, definitely we can. Let's see, what is our finances looking like, actually? I don't see here how much we get, but I think income expenses, to be able to see here, personal weekly salary, we are getting 10 denarii per week. We can have up to 15 a week. Let's apply for that. Let's try. Because that is going to increase the rate at which we get money, which will increase the rate at which we can properly go run for, what's the next level? Aedil. Yes, and then Praetor after that. Ooh, lovely. Because every time we level up, or in our career, this radius, I believe, actually expands a bit. That will be absolutely marvelous if that can happen. Okay, let's just see. I don't think we've got any other places to build wood on this side. We've got that. We can build it again here, but we've got the wetland area there. I don't want to build there. There's nothing over here. And then there is over here where I can also build. But in order to do that, we need to build a bridge across here first. Okay, so that is potentially, I'm probably going to build along there. That is potentially a bit of a problem. Still waiting to hear about from the local government official whether we can get our 15 denarii per week. We, of course, probably have to bribe him first. Let's see. Food-wise, we are producing a lot. We are really storing a lot as well. We should actually be able to build a proper horium yet by this time. The horium here, we need, again, one scriptorium. There we go. Oh, 105 or 48. Look, I've got enough reputation. Let's take the knock. Yeah, we are openly engaging in bribery. Typical government officials. Alright, this is a nice big horium. Yeah. It's going to store 1,600. That's a lot of food we can store in this proper big horium over there. Whereas with the other horiums, or other horia, with the small horia, we are able to store 250. So this is more than 6 times, almost 6.5 times the amount of food you can store in a small horium. And if you look at it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, it's actually bigger. It takes up more space than 6 horia would. It takes up the space of 7 horia. Interesting. Well, come to think of it, it is... Yeah, it is 6.5 times. Yeah, so it should be 6 and a bit. It takes up. But the important thing about, or the nice thing about using the large horium, it uses 7 denarii per week, or costs 7 denarii per week, whereas placing down 6 of these, or 7 of these small horia, would cost you, I think, 14? Yeah, 2 times 7. So 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, it will cost you 14 denarii per week instead of the 7 denarii. So the costs are halved, even though it takes up about the same space as 7 of these small horia would. Okay, weekly spoilage is also much less for the large horium than for the small horium. So it is in your interest to actually switch over to these large horia if you do get the chance. You know what, just because we can, we are going to place 2 down. This is going to be great. And actually, I think our food storage... Oh, okay, never mind. Yeah. Oh, they are clapping for the performance. I was like, why are people clapping? Okay, we'll get back to the theatre in a moment. The theatre. So, we were storing all these horia were full. All the food we were actually producing was going to waste. Now, we've got the big horia and we can fill them up as well. Or one at least is full. Let's see, the farm. Can we? Yeah, we can build the farm, guys. We can build the farm. So a big farm we are going to place down right over here. Unfortunately, going to cut into our woodlands here a bit. But this is going to be our main food production. And we're going to try to just place down this one farm. No more farms over here. We're going to use this for other infrastructure or green space, park space, stuff like that. Now let's see, how are things looking here? Yeah, still about a third of the space is used here. Now what we can also do with our, where is it, with religion, with our necropolis here, we can place down some nice, I think, cypress trees. We can place them down. I mean, this isn't great. I mean, it's just a monoculture of, hello cinnamon, of cypress trees, but at least it is some greenery around our cemetery. Cinnamon, say hello to everybody, come. Hey, here she is. And she's very keen to just go again. Hello, Cinnamon. Hello. Yes. You're such a cutie. Such a cutie. Oh, okay. She wants a bit of food, so I'm just going to give her some food while the carts are carrying around some stuff. And there we go. The trees have grown. Here we go, Cinnamon. Oh. Cutie cat. Oh, I love that cat. She is such a cutie. Alright, now. So, I'm a very big proponent of actually planting trees along graveyards or in graveyards, and the ideal would be one day when I pass that... Oh, there she goes again, Cinnamon is going off, is heading off again. But the ideal is that one day when I pass, I do intend to live forever, and you know, so far so good, but eventually I most likely will pass. And when I do, I would like me buried in like a pod with a tree growing out of me, so that my nutrients in me can go into the tree and kind of just carry on. Instead of being placed in a box, I would just, you know, to rot. I would like a tree growing on me. That would be perfect. Okay, so this farm over here is currently producing. Actually, it's not producing. So 0% production because we are heading into winter now, and production has kind of wound down. Okay, so what have we got? These crops that we have got here, wheat. That actually in South Africa, that is a winter growing crop because we are in a Mediterranean climate where we grow the wheat, and so that is a winter crop, and it grows quite nicely in our wheat growing areas. We also have, what else? What other crops have we got here? These look like broccoli most likely, or some kind of brassica. Broccoli also in South Africa we grow in winter. We've again got some apple trees, I think, there most likely. What have we got here? Could be cabbages, these could be cabbages. Possibly some beans or lettuce over there. That will be a summer crop. Lettuce also grows surprisingly well. If you are in a hotter climate, it grows better in winter than in summer. So here where we are, we actually do grow them in winter. In summer, they just bolt so quickly. So you need to really choose the right crops for where you are living. And in this game, where we are playing in an area that does get snow. So these crops are most likely going to die as the snow falls and winter sets in properly. Speaking of which, I think the tint has gone bluer, so I think the snow is coming now. Okay. I wonder, what are we using wood for at the moment? It is producing, but it's not producing very much, I think. We can store 850 wood. Okay, slowly but surely it is coming in, I guess. Okay, 14 wood. We need 300 wood, I think, in order to actually build a bridge across. Oh wow, we've been using a lot of bricks. Oh, probably to build all the houses. I'm like, what did we use the bricks for? But that's probably to build the houses. But yeah, indeed, Fire Duck, she is a pretty kitty. She's a very, very pretty kitty. I love that little cat of ours. She's so cute. Let's check here. How many scriptoria do we have and how many do we need? We've got 5 more than we need, which is great. Just again needed to get Cinnamon's food back up to where I am so that Memphis doesn't eat all the food while I'm not looking. And then, okay, so let's see. We've got the arena. How are you guys doing in terms of happiness? You are doing great. You are doing very well. You guys are good. How are you guys doing? Because you were 6 out of 6 spaces used. These guys also full. Okay, so we've got all the Liberty we could have, and we've got all the Peregrini we could support, at least at the moment. Okay, so where will we build the rest? That's now the ultimate question. Do we now go for another little block over here of high intensity housing? Then we don't have a nice corridor through here. We're not going to destroy this. This woodland here, we are going to try our best not to destroy. But we could try within this circle, in this area over here, to have a few more Peregrini living. Let's try that, shall we? This 4x4 will give us 16 people. That is good. That's 16. And I think if we have a 5x3 cutting in here, I think that is good enough. Okay, and just a city street, bring this out a little bit. And then we're going to not have anything in the backyard, here. No backyard stuff. Nothing of the sort, because they've got woodlands in the back here. And this is where the birds will be moving past. Deer would come through here. Even potentially wolves following the deer. They would be moving through this woodland here. And there have been many studies showing that green belts like this, even in city environments, are extremely important corridors for animals to move through, even for plants to disperse. Because if you can imagine, if you've got, let's say, a species, a rare plant species, growing in this area over here, and there's no greenery between this area and this area at the back here, there are no pollinators, for example, are going to move through or easily move through easily from that population to that population, kind of isolating them. But if you've got vegetation between them, pollinators can go from this area over here. Bees and wasps and flies and birds and all kinds of things that are pollinating it can go from populations over here, fly over to this area over here and pollinate them over there, and cross-pollinate this way and that. But you need kind of a green belt for that to be effective. Or perhaps you've got fruit being set by trees over here, but they need their seeds dispersed. And if there is no greenery over here, all the seeds are just going to be plopped down over there. But if you've got a nice green belt, animals can come and eat the fruit and then move along this green belt, potentially to another area, and disperse the seeds over there. So these green corridors, these green belts, are extremely important for us. And that's why we're going to try our best to keep as much or as we can of this area over here. Much of this we also do want to keep. I can put down some simple houses over here perhaps, but we probably need to get our brick production up again. Okay, so let's just start the production again, and that should be fine. Okay, and then we can start building our bricks. How's our money looking? Oh, money is looking perfect. Okay, simple houses, more simple houses. 5 by 3 I think is the way to go. These guys over here, and I think these guys... Oh, we don't have... What do we not have? Oh, we don't have wood. We need more wood. Okay, let's see. We will need to start up a wood facility or wood cutting facility over here. Let's see. If we wanted to build a bridge over here, 500 bricks. Yeah, I think we're going to need to do that. Okay. So we've got the bricks coming through here. Now we do need a road to connect that brick area over there, or that bridge, with our roads over here. Do we want it here or do we want it along here? If we're going to have to extend the road along here as well, because this house needs a bit more road, I think. Oh, no, it's actually more along that road. Never mind. I don't need to extend this. I think we're going to build the bridge, or we're going to build the road along here, and then come up that way. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. I want to keep this area green, if I can help it. And we'll talk about the impact of roads in a moment, because, well, roads can have a horrible impact. Why can't we build here? Okay, we can. Oh, we just did lose that woodland. But that's kind of one of the impacts of roads. It results in habitat fragmentation. The city road we do need there. I think that should sort that. Now, we're going to need to connect to that area over there, which should be easy. Just like draw it along there. Perfect. And then we're going to try and get our road and keep it out of this wetland area over there. So we're going to build it up to here. Unfortunately, we are losing a bunch of trees in the process. Actually, I think I would need to go along here a bit. Out of that wetland, that is where we want to... Oh, unfortunately, lost some more trees there. I do wish some of the trees would just stay behind a bit. Now, where do we need to go? That is now the question. We need to get our lumberjack over here by the trees. Because we can build over here. And we can build just outside the wetland area. The flooding area. So this is an area where it would overflow. Most likely during floods. We want to keep out of that area. For ecological purposes rather than actually, not doing much. Instead of, for ecological purposes rather than for purposes of not having our buildings damaged by flooding. Okay, so let's just see here. Production, wood, lumberjack. Okay, so we should be able to plop it down right over here. Right over there. We can't build it here. We can build... I don't think we can build it here. I think we can build it most likely over here. So, along here, along that line. Just need to see where. You know what? We're just going to build a trade road. I think it was along here. It really is... yeah, we can't build there. We can build there and there. Okay. And then, let's see. Can we build our woodcutter here? Yes, we can. And if we build it here, it should still be most out of the way. Hello, Cinnamon. You're back again for another munchy munch. Okay. There we go. Let's see. We've got more than 200 Peregrini living in our city. People in Rome are very pleased about this. Rumor has it you have a great career ahead of you. Your reputation increased by 2 points. Great stuff. More reputation we have, the better. I would like to build it over there. We don't have space there. We have to build it here. This section of it is kind of in the wetland. Now, the problem with having like a... Well, not so much, I guess, in the older age here, but having like modern day lumberjacks and stuff like that, processing facilities next to it, there's a lot of byproducts, especially paper mills and stuff like that. A whole bunch of byproducts associated with that. But if you have it right next to the wetland and it rains, those chemicals that you are using is going to leach into or wash into your wetland area and have an impact on the wetland area. But now, thankfully with this, it's just a lumberjack. He's hopefully going to just harvest the trees over here. Hopefully not cut down the trees in the riparian zone or the zone next to our wetland here. But we'll see in a moment. Okay, so roads. I wanted to talk about the roads and the impact of roads. If you have... just need to, I think, build this road to actually look a little bit nicer like that. I think that should work. If you didn't have the road here, animals would move very freely. I mean, we did lose a few trees, first of all, with the building of the roads here, and that is bad. But not only did we have that, we also have this road cutting over through the natural vegetation. The higher the road density, the less likely animals are going to move through here very easily. There are some exceptions, and I'll get back to that in a moment. But prey animals are, especially smaller prey animals, pangolins and stuff like that, would be very skittish moving across the open road here. They'd walk right up to it and then kind of freeze and then maybe turn back, maybe go across. So even if it's just a dirt road, it does reduce the movement of animals through the landscape. So this road, the higher the road density, the more the impact would be on your animals. Okay, so let's see, can we... I don't think we will be able to place a wood workstation. What's it called? The wood processing station? No, I think this, or it is going to basically cut into the wetland there. That is close. That is close. We could build it here. But there, okay, there it's going to be very close to the river, so we don't want to build it there. We would like to build it rather along here. See, now this is now, I mean, it is going to take a long time for the oxen to get from there to where we are processing it. But that may be, oh no, you know what, if we build it here, we are decreasing the movement of animals through this landscape. So it's a catch-22, we can't build here, but if we build here, we are kind of building into the wetland area. But so we have to choose the lesser of two evils. So there have to be some offsets in essence. So what we are doing is we're going to say, okay, we can either build it here, but we protect the wetland here, or we can build it here, but we protect this as a corridor. We establish this formally kind of as a protected area. And you know what, I think that is the way I'm leaning. I'm going to offset this slight flood area destruction in this area, just a little section of it, and we are going to keep this large section as a conservation area. That's what we're going to do. Now, the good thing about doing that is, there's this compromise between conservation and development, and that is how things usually do go. The problem is that if everybody says, I'm just going to take a little bit of this conservation area, I know I shouldn't, but I'm just going to take a little bit of this, and everybody does that, eventually this whole wetland is destroyed. Because everybody just wants a little piece of it, just this little conservation area, yes, but we're going to nick a little bit over here and leave this as a protected area. But this guy already is keeping this as a protected area and using up a bit of the wetland. If everybody now uses up the wetland here and say, oh no, we're using this as a protected area, this wetland is destroyed in the process. So we don't want that, but I think this should be fine if we just keep it as that, have no more expansion in this area. And then we just have, I think, a wood storage. That's production, wood. I think we can place a wood warehouse right here on the border, right over there. No closer. We don't want any more destruction to the riparian vegetation over here. Okay, that is, we don't want that. So I think this should be fine. In terms of finances, yeah, still fine. In terms of food, sure, we are producing 220 food. How much is this producing? This is producing Well, it says it's at 100%. I think 45 food is being taken away here, carted over to the Horium over there. Wow. Okay, it doesn't give us an idea of how much it is producing, but I think this is a lot. I think it is a lot. Okay, so happiness. How are you guys doing? 100% satisfaction. These guys, 100% satisfaction. Yo, we still need 100. We need 1.5 times the amount of Peregrini we have before we can even start to get the civies moving in. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Okay. That's challenging. Because the only place we really have left to build is kind of over here, but I don't really want to build here because this is going to get very close to our riparian conservation zone along here. Yes, we can build some houses, smaller houses, maybe along there. Let's have a look. Let's have a look here. So, we can build a 2x3 over there, and that is not going to cut into our riparian zone. We can build 1, 2, 3, 4 along there. That is going to give us 24 people. That's not a lot. That is really not a lot. No, it's not a lot at all. Whereas we can place this for 10 people. That's also not a lot. Maybe this... Yeah, we can place one over here. This is a 5x2. A 4x3. 4x3 will... 3x3 will give us... 4x3. 4x3, there we go. 4x3 will give us 12 people. These guys will be happy. These guys will be happy. Let's just check in terms of water again. Draw well. Yeah, these last ones will not have water. Let's place it over there. And maybe... Oh, we don't have wood. We don't have enough wood to actually carry on building. Okay, we'll get back to building in a bit. Wood is kind of the issue at the moment. And so too bricks. What's happening here with the bricks? Why are you guys not doing anything? I think the holdup is over here. Okay, so that's the one. Come on, go over there. And otherwise store over there. Okay. Would this be fine? Oh, they are taking their sweet ass time. Okay, these guys are taking slaves to the market. Why are you so slow? Oh, I think it is immediately filling up again. The moment they are taking, it gets filled up again. I don't know. I honestly don't know. It looks like it. Yeah. Yeah, this is now again full. Input. Okay. This is kind of the hold up now, but I can't really... I could perhaps build one here. But yo. If I build one here, I'm going to need more wood as well. Maybe I should. You know, I think it is kind of the hold up is the fact that I don't have another kiln. Okay, so let's build that. Let's build that kind of on the border here, I think. Yeah, right over here, I think. So we're going to have to build 2 roads. Maybe like that. Oh, no, not like that. Not quite like that. So like that. Let's see if I can then build bricks. Build the kiln right over there. Yes, I can. Okay, yes, I know. We need to get wood delivered here. So, let's see. I think from this warehouse, what we're going to do... Where is this? Where are you producing? Okay. I would like you, actually, to also... Okay, we're waiting for the kiln to build. Okay. As soon as the kiln is built, we're going to get them to come over here, I think. Okay, just waiting. Ah, I see Hans is here. Hello there, Hans. welcome to the stream. Glad you are here with us. Yeah, as you say, don't worry about conservation. Just save some DNA and we'll bring it back later. Oh, yes, the whole de-extinction thing, eh? Oh, no. No, definitely not. What type of ecologist would I be if I do that? You know, I would be one that have sold my soul to the devil. If I decide, you know what, we'll bring it back later. It's fine. Definitely won't do that. Let's see, can I wonder if I remove this target, oh, there we go, it was lagging a bit there, but if I remove this target, Will it also remove the target for this one? I think it will. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to set a new target for target 2. We'll be back to de-extinction in a moment. Just waiting for this kiln over here to also be built. As soon as this is built, we will just plop it down over there. Come on. Any moment now. Any moment. Move that. There we go. Okay. Second one. Now, hopefully, these guys can bring some over here and some over there. Come on, guys. Bring over some bricks to the second kiln, please. No? Okay, I think they may be taking it over to this kiln over there. No, they're bringing bricks? Never mind. Oh, yeah, they are. Just took a shortcut straight through the brick warehouse, it seems. Okay, I guess that's how we roll. Alright, so, let's see. How much would your soul cost asking for a friend? There's not enough money in the world to bribe this ecologist, that's for sure. Now, I've got a very, very strong moral code that I will stick to. So, even in games, I do battle to, like, destroy wetland areas for my own personal gain. I'm actually really considering playing Anno 2070. After we've played Pax Augusta, maybe I'll play a bit of Banished, because Banished is also such a cool little city builder in essence, and I can talk a lot about conservation and stuff in there as well. But then maybe I'd rather play also Anno 2070, where you've got the option of playing as tycoon guys, which really do destroy the environment, but maybe I can try and find a way to play as tycoon people, but in an environmentally friendly manner, or maybe I just play as the greenies, as the environmentally conscious people, which will be much easier for me to also play as. We'll see. It's a lot of fun thinking about where I'm going to go with the channel after Pax Augusta and whatever else. I know it is a very pretty game. I am really, I love it. I haven't played it in ages. I used to play Anno 1404, and then I played Anno 2070 a bit, just dabbled in it a little bit. I haven't played, I think, any of the other ones. All I know also about Anno is that if you add up the numbers in the names, it always adds up to 9. Always. Anno 1404, Anno 18100 or 1800, 1800. I think even the new one coming out, which is a Roman one, a Roman age, a Roman era, also adds up to 9. It's always, all the Anno games always add up the year numbers, always add up to 9, which is a fun little detail if you know to look for it. Okay, let's see here. Liberty, you guys are full. You guys... Ooh, taking your time. Oh, no water supply. Oh dear. I thought I built the well. Clearly I didn't have money to build the well. No wonder you guys are not doing anything. Come on, Will. Let's see, I think... Let's build that over there. Actually, I think building it there is a good choice. Yeah, for now that is a good place. Maybe I destroy it later and place down another house and then the well. Maybe that's a better way to go about it. How are these guys doing? Yeah, they're full. These guys are full. These guys are empty. Empty as my bank balance at the end of the month. It's a conspiracy. It is a conspiracy, maybe, hey Hans? It's a conspiracy is also a great response to Fireduck's question. I wonder why they all add up to 9. I don't know, but as far as I know, it is intentional, always, that it adds up to 9. Maybe it is just a fun little quirk, maybe it is just a little inside joke, maybe it is to, entertain people that notice that it's always adds up to 9. Alright, let's see here. What can we do? Our wood production is very low. Very, very low. Our bricks are actually doing very well now. Like, what suddenly happened? Why have we got so many bricks now? Is it because we've opened up the second kiln? I can't imagine that being the case. But yeah, almost half our storage is full. Huh. See, Hans says, if you type 9 in the console in any Anno game, one of the devs appears behind you. Yes. I would, like, if I were a game developer and I passed one day, I would come back as a ghost just to do that. Just to do that. Just, pop up randomly and just, like, give a chill down someone's spine. Oh, you know what? I just realized that this is our market area. And I just kind of stopped abruptly over there by building my Horia right into it. So these poor guys are just looking out over the roof of the Horia. Shame. Okay, well, I guess that's one way to do it. How are we doing? We are, yeah, we're still fine in terms of supporting all the people with the marketplace. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, there we go. It's producing again. I really would like to actually increase the religion, first of all, in our city here. I would have loved to build a large Gallo-Roman temple, but we need so much wood. Maybe we stop with the brick production for now. I think maybe we stop. Okay, stop production. And we are going to take our wood and just keep it for ourselves here. You know what? We're just going to stop that and stop that. Keep the wood. Stockpile it. Stockpile it all. Okay, we're just going to delete that as well. Don't deliver. Keep the wood for ourselves. Because if we keep the wood, we've got enough bricks stored away. If we keep the wood, we can make the large Gallo-Roman temple. Will it even be... It won't be able to fit there, but it can. Or it can kind of fit over here. Oh, but then it's really coming into our space there. It's kind of on the border with the riparian zone. Can we destroy anything here? Any buildings here we can destroy to make room for a larger temple? Look, the basilica does reduce the corruption by 12%, and that's, you know, that's nice and all. But we can potentially destroy that to make room. And that and this farm over here. Because there is still a lot of farmland over here that can be used as corridor, especially now that we're keeping that open. This can be used as corridor for animals. This kind of just ends in the street there. So maybe we can destroy the basilica there, and we can destroy that farmland there. And start building, or once we've got enough wood, I think we are still short, we can build a large Gallo-Roman temple. We need 343 wood. Goodness gracious me. Okay, well, our personal wealth is going up quite nicely. I don't have any slaves yet. Occasionally a slave will be offered to you, or you might find a slave trader somewhere in the province. Mostly you encounter them in larger cities. Okay, so we can get personal slaves to work as our staff for ourselves. That will be perhaps nice to get. We're going to, of course, treat them very, very well. I don't think we've got no slaves currently being held in cages, because I want to use slaves as little as possible. I don't know what that guy's doing. He's, I guess, testing the bars, but we don't have any slaves in our city at the moment, at least. This is Rome, right? Don't forget to make all your plates and cutlery out of lead. Oh, yes. Oh, man. Ah, the pewter, or what was it that was made out of lead? I mean, I remember people believed that tomatoes were poisonous because people were getting lead poisoning and they thought it's tomatoes killing them. And I know one of my lecturers told me that, no, tomatoes used to be poisonous. And I told him, no, actually, no, sorry, Mike, but no, it wasn't actually poisonous. It was actually the lead that they were using in, well, everything to make food and serve food and everything. With the high acidity of tomatoes, or yeah, the high acidity, the low pH of tomatoes, it resulted in lead getting into the food, which of course results in lead poisoning. And you know, we were using lead in paints and all kinds of stuff for so long, and until we realized that, oh, it's actually bad. I mean, leaded fuel and stuff like that, yeah, that really fueled people's diseases and stuff like that, pardon the pun there. But yeah. Okay, we need wood. We need wood. We actually import. Do we have? I don't think we've got the foreign trade, the toll house. I don't think we've got one. It just costs money to place it up. And it costs 35 denarii per week. Sure, we are getting literally double our income. Or our expenses we are getting in income. So this is fine. This is fine. We're going to put a toll house up. Now where will we put the toll house up? Can we put it up here? I don't think we've got space here. And we're not going to put it in the riparian zone there. We don't want to put it in this conservation area either. Let's see. Can we place it here? Maybe we place it over here. Right over here, I think we are going to place it. Yes. This is a dead-end road. We don't need any more road than that. Yeah. Oh, of course, we need to place road down first. The road will go, we go 2 out and then down. 2 out, then down. 2 out, then down. I think this was it. Let's see here. Trade, foreign trade, toll house. There we go. Exactly like that. And then just increase the trade route length by 1. Okay, so I think the toll house we can use to actually import things like wood and stuff like that without it costing us anything. Oh, we can also... Isn't there a nice thing? A trade market. Oh, we need more Peregrini. 6 more Peregrini, and we can actually make the trade market. Oh. Okay, and trade building by water. Okay, that's also nice. Peregrini. Oh, they should be coming in soon. Eventually, there will be more Peregrini living here. So these guys... Oh, they are unhappy. They are unhappy. Very, very... Oh, no, never mind. I saw that arrow. They're very happy. These guys are 100%. Even though there's no restaurant near them. They are very, very happy. These guys are very happy. Everybody is very happy. Interesting. Okay. Maybe we do just build a restaurant. Okay, so let's see here. A restaurant. We can build a Popina, which has a nice big radius, but it is, I think, double the width of our taberna. Ooh, but it also, I mean, it's about the same as our food storage over there. So maybe we do build this. Yeah, I think so. I think we're going to build a taberna. Finally, we're going to build a taberna. Okay, yeah, I think so. We need, right over there, we're going to need 2 more. City street, come on. Like that. And then we can place our taberna. Let's get people happy. Happy, happy, happy. You know, everybody wants a nice place to eat, in essence. There we go. Huh? Why can't we? I was so sure we could. Is it being built, or what's happening there? I'm sure it said we could, and now we can't build there, but we can build here. What gives? What gives? Okay, let's see. See, Hansi also asks, I wonder, or says, you say, what? I wonder what levels it reached and how it interacted with the fall of Rome. I wonder whether... Oh, there we go, the restaurant is being built. I wonder whether lead had a bigger impact, or mercury and stuff like that had a bigger impact, because, I mean... Up until relatively recently, people were still handling mercury in their hands, and mercury vapor. And if you think about that, Mad as a Hatter and stuff like that, lots of people had a lot of, not lots of people, quite a few people would have gotten mercury in them, and that's not nice at all. So yeah, so maybe I think mercury would have had a bigger impact. And I'm sure arsenic and stuff like that also would have accumulated in them quite badly, but. Compared to modern day, we've got pesticides and all kinds of stuff also accumulating in our bodies. I wonder whether it had a bigger impact or a smaller impact than what we are getting into our bodies nowadays. Okay, now let's see here. Now, we don't need this bridge at the moment because our bricks... Yes, production is down, okay? Nobody is doing anything with the bricks here. So we can technically delete these bridges and replace them with brick. But then we don't have any bricks anymore. Oh, it's catch-22. Okay. Wasn't mercury or something used in makeup? Lead. Lead was used in the Elizabethan era with all that white on their face. I think that was a lot of lead that they were using for that as well. But if you're looking at mercury, mercury was used by hat makers, by hatters, to make felt. So in the production of felt, they were using mercury for that, and in the process they were inhaling a lot of mercury vapors. And mercury, the metal, is alright-ish, but mercury vapors going into your lungs, I believe that one is more toxic and has a larger impact on you and your nervous system than mercury, the liquid. Okay, it's not great to like handle it in your hand. Some of it can go through your skin, but very small amounts compared to inhaling the mercury vapors. That is worse. That is really, really bad. Let's see here. I just want to check. Yeah, I can have a little building in the back here. You know, just for fun. Kind of looks nice as well. Oh, this is not next to a house. Is this already a... Oh, this is already a backyard building. Oh, okay, never mind. I thought we could still have something there. What we're going to have over here is some decorations. Let's have... I think, just waiting for the construction plans from Rome, I think we're just going to have a nice little area for people to come and chill. There we go. That's what we're going to have in this little dead end over here. We're going to keep this as a nice little ecological corridor, at least for now. Let's see here. Toll house. Oh, it's taking a lot of money. 35 denarii per week, but we can't actually use it. Okay, don't know how we use that to get stuff. Who's being carried around there? What's happening here? Someone is visiting. Who are you? Almost looks like the Pope making a round, but the Pope wasn't around then. But that is definitely some kind of royalty. Not royalty, but, you know, like... Oh, another one. Another person. Oh, okay. Hello there. You are not quite as important as the previous guy, because you have a smaller box. Smaller box. Big box was moving around already. Okay, interesting. Interesting. I don't actually know what the toll house does. Let's just go back, have a look here. It's costing us money. Now, let's have a look. Management. Income. So, the toll house. No port building. There we go. Toll house is costing us 36.6. Cart toll per cart. Okay. Next income from arcades. I wonder whether we need to build the toll house on the actual main road. That would make sense, wouldn't it? So I think I just built it in a really crappy spot. Okay, okay. Let's build another one. Let's build one along this road over here, where people are coming in. Every person that comes in must pay the toll. Because if you don't pay the toll, then I don't get no rolls. Maybe over here. Maybe we can... yeah, this isn't part of our ecological corridor. And build here. Yeah. I think I want to keep that as a green space so animals can move through here and insects and stuff can move through here, move through the graveyard and out into the public land over there. But this area, there technically should be a few carts coming along. There are a few carts coming along here. Yeah, I just know that there are a lot of carts coming along here. It's not the greatest place to build it. Anyway, okay, let's build along here, I think. Or, no, let's build here. Along this road. Let's build it over there. Let's see if we can. Trade, foreign trade. Oh, already built. What? Fine. Let's you know, destroy that house, because apparently this toll house is doing nothing for us. Let's see if we can now build the toll house. Not market, trade, foreign trade. There we go. Now we can build the toll house again. Build it here because there are slave cages in the way. Okay, we can make a plan regarding that. We can destroy those cages, set free the slaves there, and let us then go and foreign trade, toll house. There we go. Let's build that. And let's see whether we actually get money from there. Let's see. Hans also says, yeah, we messed up with many things. They recently discovered high levels of DDT in New Brunswick, in fish and mud at bottom of lakes. It's been outlawed since the 60s. Still here. We in South Africa, we've also outlawed DDT, but we know that some farmers do still use it. It is still used, still sold kind of like on the black market. It is still being accessed by people. It's not. It's horrible. Dye something. It's a bad compound. I mean, it's got the word dye in it, for goodness sake. But yeah, anyway, so the DDT, really horrible compounds, yet it is still utilized in some areas. Usually more in developing countries it is still used. Oh, okay, so I see we've got... greetings, my name is Alfredix Leonis. I was a supporter when the Pax Augusta project was still in development. Today I travel through the Empire and keep learning new things. Okay, well, welcome Alfredix. Let's see here, we're just going to build this road, increase the trade road along here, so they can all move a little bit faster past the toll house here. So anyway, in developing countries, DDT is still used sometimes, although in many countries it is outlawed. In South Africa it is illegal, yet as I said, I know that there are some farmers that do still use it. But I know that in the bottom of lakes, because a lot of these chemicals wash out into rivers, and then when it gets into like a water body, especially a wetland or a lake system, this fine sediment starts settling out because the water starts flowing more slowly and it starts settling out. And it binds to your organic matter there. And it is still in the system. Or a lot of things will bind to the organic matter there. I know that one of the problems with destroying old dams is that in the bottom of the dams there, that silt there is technically extremely toxic because it contains decades or centuries, well, probably not a lot of centuries, but decades worth of buildup of hectic chemicals. So yeah, I can very well imagine that it is in the fish and the mud and bottom of lakes and stuff like that. It's really horrible. Oh yeah. If I could, I would just like extract all the DT of the world and I don't know what do what with it, but get rid of it one way or another. Okay. Ooh, we've got enough wealth to run for a deal. So let's do this. Let's run for office. Okay. The augurs have performed auspices. It seems that the gods are sending a clear sign. Your candidacy is favored by the gods. Let's run for office then. Been sent to Rome, and in 1 to 2 weeks we can visit any post office in the empire. Since this is an important message, information about whether you have elected will be available in all post offices. Post offices are recognizable on the world map as U-shaped buildings. Okay, let's see. We are currently in week 46. If we go out by week 49, I think we should definitely be able to find out what happened. So I'm used to like South African rates of doing things. So it says 1 to 2 weeks. Let's work with 3 weeks because, you know, the first 1 or 2 weeks people are just going, oh, should we do this? Should we not do this? Maybe, maybe not. And then eventually it gets done. So by week 49, we should get it. Okay, I see Hans also says it's still legal in places. Yeah, it's a lot of hectic compounds in developing countries. In some cases it has been banned. I think in South Africa there were talks of actually bringing it back, which is horrible. But there were talks of actually bringing it back. Yeah, so it is illegal. In some places it is still legal. Yes, when I think of what we do to each other, not surprising we don't treat the environment well. Unfortunately, the environment very often suckling at the last teat of our thoughts, in essence. So yeah, really quite bad. Ooh, our graveyards are filling up again, so let's check with religion. Necropolis here. Place down some more graves. And, place down some more trees as well. Let's increase the greenery along here. Okay. Right, now. We've got a lot of wood. A lot of wood. Oh, I was wondering, what did I want to do with the wood? But I wanted to build a big temple. So let's see here. In terms of temple, have we... Ooh, round temple. Round temple uses less space than the large Gallo-Roman temple. So the round temple... we need marble. We still don't have marble. Vitruvius, we need you to come and explore this side, please. Check for us whether we've got any marble in the area at all. Because, yeah, I don't know what else we're going to do if we don't get marble. Like, there's iron there. There's no marble there. Let's see. Maybe we have found the marble, we just don't know it. Okay, let's see. Clicking on marble quarry. I don't think it is showing us anywhere. So no, I don't think we've got a marble quarry yet. Have we got? I don't think so. Okay, Vitruvius, nothing there. Okay, thank you. Come and check here for me, please. Actually, down here. Because where on earth could it be? We've scanned almost everywhere. We haven't scanned here. I highly doubt marble quarry is going to be over there. It wasn't over here. I did check. As far as I know, there's nothing. I don't think there's anything. Oh, watch how it is actually over here. This does look like it could be a marble quarry. Will you stop just short? We'll see. We'll see. Okay, you are going to scan in a moment. Let's see. Anything useful in this area, Vitruvius? Anything at all? And let's see. And no, no marble quarry there. Okay, good. And then let us see. Just want to quickly check any messages. I don't miss anything here. Doesn't look like it. No. Okay, Vitruvius. Yes, please come and just check up here. I highly doubt there's going to be anything here. And then we're going to again have him walk over here because that does look like this could be a marble quarry. This is indentation that is looking awfully suspicious. Okay, let's just check. Where are you, Vitruvius? Oh, right over there. Nothing there, is there? No. Anything over here? Let's just finish our scan on this side. Nothing there, it seems. And I don't think anything on this side either. No, nothing there. Okay, so Vitruvius, come and scan here for us. And then go and have a look in the corner there. If it's over here, I'm going to be very angry with myself about the fact that I didn't even check there. Okay, obviously nothing there. Anything over here, I highly doubt it. But you know what? We may as well scan while we are here. Maybe some fish in the water there. Nope, no fish there that I can see. Okay, come over here, please. Because I think I scanned from over here. I scanned this section. And I scanned from over here, this section. I did not actually come over here to scan. Nothing? Nothing. Really nothing. Okay, so we can't build there, it seems. So, do we not have a marble quarry on this map? Or is it just that I haven't found it yet? I think it may just be that I haven't found it. Surely not. Surely it's not over here. No, it is not. Okay. I honestly don't know where we are going to get marble. Because it's... Vitruvius hasn't scanned over here, but I also highly doubt it's going to be over there. We've scanned this entire area. Haven't scanned here, but I also will not build in this floodplain area here. I still don't know whether we've got marble here. Okay. Anyway. Let's see. In the meantime, so we can't build the round temple. But we can, I think, build the large Gallo-Roman because it only needs 9 marble. Not 170 marble. Okay, so the large Gallo-Roman temple, we are going to build that, I think, over here. We're going to destroy the basilica and a part of this area over there. So, unfortunately, we're going to destroy that and destroy that. We're going to have a bit more corruption, but we're going to also have a bit more religion. Okay, come on. Gallo-Roman. Oh, we need 5 slaves. Okay, okay, okay. How many slaves can we keep? Oh, we've got cages for 4. Okay, we are going to increase our cage numbers here. Like over there. Okay, so Vitruvius has also found nothing over here. Okay, come on. Vitruvius. Okay, there we go, heading off. Over there, please. Now, our slave market, let's... Oh, we're still building, okay, okay. As soon as those buildings or those cages are built, we can get more. Oh, they're expensive at the moment. And there we go. Okay, so we've got our 5, and we're going to immediately put them to work in the new temple. Oh, I can actually slow down things a bit. Let's go for the large Gallo-Roman temple. Oh, this is a beautiful building. I mean, look at that. That is just gorgeous. Wow. Okay. What we're going to have here is we're actually going to, I think, build it so that the entrance is a bit more to this side. And so what we are going to do is we are going to just build, if we go to the forum, management forum, and we're just going to place down some squares. There's a square. Just going to place that down over there, 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 and there. And there, and then decorations. Ooh! We can place down some small statues. There we go, some more religious statues over here. May as well, this is kind of the temple district. We get some respect as well for placing these statues down. Oh, this is a random one. Okay, it actually takes up 2 slots. Okay, it's a little bit too big. I think, is this Hermes? It wouldn't be Hermes, would it? Because Hermes was Greek. Who's the... Mercury. Mercury is the Roman god, or the messenger god, as far as I recall. Mercury, I think, and Hermes are the interchangeable ones. Like Hermes for, I think, the Greeks, and Mercury for the Romans. It's a little bit too big there. Let's see. We've got a Roman statue. May as well place that down at the entrance to the forum as well. Incidentally, how much do we get? we get 1 respect for the, or respect point for the Emperor statue. Oh, we already way over the time where we can actually find out whether we are a deal over there. So let's actually head out to the main world, or the big world, shall we? Yes, let's go to the Empire. Let's see. Okay, so here we go, heading onto the provincial road, and we'll be back in the main world in a moment. Just waiting for it to load. Any moment now. Alrighty. Go. Yeah, so for anyone who has joined in the meantime since I started, Nick has sent her regards, so I must also just remember to tell you guys that, listen, she does say hello. She does wish she could be streaming with us again, but soon Wilson is going to be here. It's becoming very uncomfortable now, so soon we are going to have Wilson running around, and then eventually, hopefully, Nick will again be able to join us. Okay, so let's just also see, because where are we? We are over there. Okay, what have we got? We've got a merchant for marble over here, so let's just check. Because I think we need to get a permit in order to actually buy anything. Yeah, we can, for 1,300 wealth, we can buy a trading license. And then we can sell bricks to get marble. And that, I think, is marvelous. Pardon the pun there. So bricks we can produce. That we can produce quite nicely. And then we can get marble that way. So even if we don't find a marble, because I don't think we've got a marble site there, but it is nice the fact that we've got a marble merchant over here. Now, we are still looking for the post office. The post office. The U-shaped building. Previously, we did pop in by the post office. I think there we go. There's the post office right over there by Mediolanum. Right over there, very close to the coast. This is the Mare Cantabricum. Okay, so that is where we are over there. I'm not 100% sure where this is located. It is, I think, it's still there, the ocean just to the south of Britain. This is the Oceanus Britannicus, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, there we go. Oceanus Britannicus, and then further south than that, along the west coast of Europe. Okay, where's our wagon? Making its way, not downtown, but down the road over here. We are getting very close to our post office, and then we'll turn off onto the side streets, I guess. So, oh no, we're actually staying on the main road mostly. Let's find out. The Senate, under the watchful eye of the Emperor, convened and reviewed the applications for office. It was decided that the application of Loxodonta Romanus, that will be us, the Roman elephant, is the best. Therefore, it is agreed that Loxodonta Romanus shall officially bear the title Aedile from now on. Aedile Loxodonta Romanus. Yay! So we got a promotion over there. Now, this means we can head home again, back to Villa Ecologia. And that means we can actually get more money. So we can get our funds accruing a little bit faster. Okay, so here we are. We're just traveling along the main road, zooming along these proper Roman highways. And then soon we are going to turn a little bit northwards, here by Lugdunum. And we're going to head, I think, up to Vesontia and past Augustodonum. And then I think head up to Villa Ecologia. Alicia, I'm pretty sure there's, in Asterix and Obelix, they do talk about Alicia. I think one of the villagers has a cousin in Alicia, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe G Vital Statistics actually has someone in Alicia, although I'm not 100% sure. Man, I haven't read Asterix in such a long time. And oh, I love that book. I love those comics. Man, oh man. Alright, and we are heading back into town. And let's see. So now we are proper. We are Aedile. We are a little bit better in terms of our management of the city. So we can also now get more money. Now, the nice thing is our funds are looking surprisingly well. So that's absolutely brilliant. I wonder, technically now that we are an Aedile, if we look here, our forum altar radius has increased by 2. Previously it increased by 1, now it has increased by 2. Oh, we've got forum decorations and the Augustus temple that we can also build now. And we can have a maximum salary of 30%. Now, taxes also has increased, or have increased now. So let's just see here. Just waiting for the income and so to also load. Hello dear. I've got Nick standing right over there smiling at me. Yes, let's see here. Income is doing quite alright. Let's just quickly check here. I think the taxes are due at the end of the year, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, so we can actually apply for more funds. That'll be great. Income and expenses. Oh, yeah, soon we're going to have latrines and stuff like that also. But we first need 300 Peregrini in order to actually then start getting the civvies to come in. And once we've got the civvies coming in, well, then we need bathhouses and latrines and the what do we call those fancy pants adult entertainment places? The lupanar. We can also build those then as well. Alright, so let's see here. Oh, brick production. I think brick production will be up next. But first, let's apply to have our salary increased. And you know what? We are going to take 30 salary per week. Get as much as possible. Okay, we can afford that. I mean, we've got 270 more income than we've got expenses. This is actually going surprisingly well. Oh man, I'm honestly surprised by how well things have been going thus far. I don't want to jinx it, but so far things have been going very, very nicely. Let's check here. I think it is basically time for us to also increase our forum. So let's just increase this building over here. Let's build this. How much are we going to need? 34 bricks. Yeah. We've got enough bricks to build this and maybe another one. Oh, we were actually going to build... No, we can actually build like this. Okay, never mind. We're going to build like this. Yeah, like this way. We're going to build like this. There we go. Okay, cool beans. And this temple. Oh yes, I still have to dedicate this temple. Oh, okay, here we go. Governor. Governor says that we need to give him a gift, in essence, to actually get him to say yes to our increased salary. Now, giving him 148, yes, we have a drop in reputation. But we are also going to get our money back there quite easily, and there we go. So we have bribed the official, and everything is like, yeah, perfect. Now, what we have at the moment is a 4,500 food stored away. That is marvelous. Our food storage is 97%, and look at that. We're heading into summer still. We haven't even used up. Oh, we still have. We can actually build another big storehorium over here. Then it does. Gonna cut into our market stalls over there, and we are going to need to destroy the storage over here. Looking at that dip, this is really amazing. I love the fact that the game has this. You can see here the production usually is quite good. Sometimes we're using more. The red bars here indicate when we are using more food than we are producing, but then we produce it again and we make it up. And then woof, there's winter. It's like it drops down. And then it starts here by springtime, it starts picking up, and then middle summer it really picks up. And then we are basically at 100% capacity, and that's why we're using and producing and using and producing and using and producing. It's really amazing to actually see these graphs. It's a small detail, but oh man, it's lovely. I love it. Let's see here. Wood production, the same thing. You can see it builds up and then it drops when we do massive building projects. And then it builds up again, but drops again, and will slowly but surely build up once more. Okay, so brick production is... Oh, it's not halted at the moment, actually. Interesting. Oh, it is. Okay, it is. We can start production whenever we do want to. As we go, and if we get 300 Peregrini though, and we start trying to build the insula for the civies, then we are most likely going to actually need marble. So then we'll need more bricks to go and exchange for marble, and that's going to be an interesting thing to try and do. Now, into something we haven't really done yet. Oh yes, that's what I was getting to. Will, you're so forgetful. I wanted to dedicate this temple to one of the gods. So let's see here. Oh, yeah, this is a Roman temple. This is not a Gallo-Roman one. Is it? Really? I thought I built the Gallo-Roman one. The temple here. Yeah, this is the large Gallo-Roman one. Okay. It's not the small one. The round temple. Oh, the round temple we probably can choose a few more gods or more deities to have. Okay, so we've got the Gallic god again of craftsmen, and we've got the Gallic god, or the Celtic god of water that we can dedicate the temples to. And interesting, what I really, really love is if you do a proper ceremony, it uses up food, yes, but you have a bigger increase to well radius or a bigger reduction to building material. Plus you get some prestige or a reputation. Let's see, Eucaetus or Glanos? Less building material needed or more water? I'm going to dedicate it to Glanos, but with a ceremony. So it's going to use 650 food. Our well radius or radii are going to go up by 9, and then reputation by 5. Let's do that, shall we? Okay. And celebration, screaming of celebration over there. Let's have a look now in terms of our water, our wells. Oh my goodness me, this whole area is just properly supplied with water. Everything is overlapping now. Oh, that is marvelous. Okay, so this one over here, oh goodness, okay, this is a big radius for it. Oh, wow. Okay, we can actually start, if we wanted to, we could start deleting the wells. And we could place down a fewer. Okay, anyway, let's have a look here. Oh yes, you know what, we've got so much money coming in. Maybe we should go and get a theater group to come and perform here. Okay, so the seating here is nice and big. We've got 600 seats available, only 350 people actually here. Now, we've got constant plays currently going, small little plays happening, and the people are visiting it, and they're all happier for it. And the people in the simple houses here, the Peregrini, they need the theater in order to be happy. But what we can do is we can get a gladiator group, a gladiator troupe, and we can get a nice theater group to come and perform and do special performances during certain months of the year. And maybe we should go do that. So yeah, we're heading out into the Empire. I should actually have done that a little bit earlier, but we did take a knock to our money, and yeah, we just wanted to build up a little bit more. So the troops that we can get, not troops like military troops, the troops, T-R-O-U-P-E-S, the actors and stuff like that, they are going to cost us money per week, and also we're going to need to pay them money in order to start working for us. But basically they are on retainer, they are practicing and doing their thing, and then when it is the month for them to perform, well, they then give extra happiness, I believe, as well. Alright, so let's go get a theatre group. There is a theatre group right here in Rotomargus. Okay, so they will require 20 cost per week, and there's a entertainment level 6. Okay, but it only costs us only 20 denarii per week in the month of the performance, and it only gives us entertainment of 6 in the month of the performance as well, and we need to pay them 10 denarii in order to actually join us in the first place. Okay, so there's a theatre group over there. It's actually not bad at all. There's also a gladiator ludus over there, so let's have a look and see whether we can get some gladiators to come and fight in the arena. So the gladiators, very often, you know, it's portrayed in movies that they fight to the death, but those were really, really rare. It was more like wrestling nowadays, like WWE, WWF, all those WW some things, except the WWF, the conservation organization. Alright, these guys, oh wow, 190 denarii per week, gives 32 entertainment, but only charged in the month of the performance. I'm really hoping that is so. We are a Ludus, a professional gladiator company. We have skilled fighters available to work in your city. If you hire us, we will send fighters to each of your settlements ready to take on your orders. Okay, so the Ludus Africanus. You know, it's a sign. The Africanus. I mean, we are Loxodonta romanus, and the African elephant, the scientific name is Loxodonta africanus. Africanus meaning of Africa. So yeah, we are going to hire these guys. And I'm going to hope that it is not a mistake. Okay, but there we go. We have hired some guys. Let's now also, you know, let's hire this theatre group, because I really need to get some performances going in our town as well, in our villa, in Villa Ecologia. And let's see, that's the marble merchant. That's fine. Let's quickly swing past here. I quickly want to check how much does it cost again to actually get the license to sell to the merchant here. 1,300. Okay, that is fine. We're going to wait a little bit, but we are going to get that eventually. 1,500, that is 300, or 1,300, that's 500 more to go, more or less. That is, yeah, it's like 16, 17 weeks. We should be able to do that. And we're going to hire these guys as well. Now we've got a theater group, and we've got some gladiators. So now we can do a bit of a performance in introducing the brand new WWF. I see Fireduck says the World Wildlife Fighters. I guess I would join those. I would definitely join those. I would love to be paid to go fight people, you know, for conservation. In the name of conservation, I will go fight people. Yes, let's see. Now we can use some of our funds to get the augurs, to consult the augurs, to try and see when is a good month to have a celebration. I almost say destroy temple, not destroy temple. Consult augurs. So the augurs observe the birds to determine in which month the gods find festivities appropriate. And we are going to give them, let's say, usually 50 denarii, motivate the augurs to observe the birds more carefully. Okay, so we're going to give them a private donation of 50. I think that comes from our funds up there, I think. Let's see, I'm not sure. We'll see in a moment. And this is now when we can do all kinds of stuff. I just want to check. Yeah, it did come from our personal funds there. Now, let's go, I think, if we go to management now. Festival calendar. There we go. So you can see here, we are currently in December. January, so the months are here. January, February, March, April, May, June, what is July, October, August, sorry, not October, August, September, October, November, December. So, you can see here, these X's mean it's not appropriate to do a theater performance during February or May. We may not do it then. We're not allowed to have, we shouldn't do an arena, a fight during August or November. Interesting that here it isn't called August yet, because, well, Augustus was still around at this point. I think it was only called August a little bit later on. All these other months we can do a performance. You know what? I think we should in March have a theater performance and an arena battle. So we're going to select the theater, guys, and we're going to say, okay, perform in March. Then it's going to cost us 20 denarii, and we're going to get 6 happiness. But we're also going to, at the same time, and there's a reason for this, at the same time, we're going to choose the arena to do a battle. What this now does is it gives us a nice bump to our happiness in that month. But because we have got 2 things happening, it's called a festival. And because we've got a festival, we get an additional 6 prestige. The 6 happiness we would have gotten from the theater now gets converted into the prestige, or reputation, in essence. So now every March, we are going to get 6 extra reputation. Ooh, I forgot about Cinnamon's food. Just need to get that up here before Memphis comes and rolls in. There we go. Because, you know, strict diet, doctor's orders. Well, he's looking very well, called Memphis. Alright, so if we have an Odeon and a circus, we can also arrange performances in the month of March, and we can get a lot of reputation that way. Okay, so when March comes, we're going to have a very nice festival in this city of ours. So here, of course, this is still the theater over here. I see we can't increase the happiness over here, but I mean, in the ancient times in particular, I mean, these were like the movies. You know, wanted to do something, wanted to be entertained, you go to the theater, or you go to the arena and have a look at the fights happening there. Alright, so we've got these things. Oh, I can't wait for March to actually start rolling around. So we can see I've never actually had a festival in the city. It's going to be interesting to have that. Scriptoria wise, yeah, we've got 51 Scriptoria available, and we only need 32. Okay, now what we need more. Oh, I wanted to see. Oh yes, you see. So this circle here used to go up to here. It has now increased to over there because we are now a deal. We're not Praetor yet. Praetor is next. Oh, we need a lot of money, and we need a lot of reputation. 300 and was it? Oh, 800. Oh, 800 reputation. Yeah, see, that's why festivals are very important, because it helps you to actually get that reputation to build up. Okay, so let's see. If we actually wanted to build, if we built a proper simple house over here, we are going to get more money. And we're going to get a lot more people. This is a restaurant. Yeah. What we can do is actually, I think, let's destroy this restaurant. Sorry, guys, but we are destroying your restaurant. We're going to destroy that, and we are going to destroy that. I think, in terms of wells, yeah, this is still fine. We can have a house over here, no problem. Let's then build a house. There we go. Simple house. And we're going to have one that can place the most people. I think it's the 4x3. That's going to place 16 people. That's 9. That's 4. That's 3, 6, 8, 10. I think 16 is... Oh, there's 18. Oh, a 6x3. I didn't even know we had 6x3s. Okay. Well, this is actually great. Yeah, you know what? We can do this. Ah, I see. Nicolette Sulinicus is also visiting our town. Also supportive when Pax Augusta project was still in development, and they are traveling through the empire to keep learning new things. Great stuff. Okay, so there's another big simple house for 18 people being built over here. And we are just going to now, because we did destroy their restaurant, we have to, no, not the theater, entertainment, restaurant. I would have loved to build a Popina. You know what, maybe we build the Popina over here. Maybe we do that. We can destroy the houses or those things there and these roads over here. We build the restaurant over here. And we actually keep this a little bit, perhaps for now at least, as a bit more open space. You know what, I think that is a good idea. I think that is a good idea. So we're going to just do that and do that. Do that just for good measure, and maybe that. Okay, and then we destroy these roads over here. And that and that. Sorry guys, you just have to go find another place to go and stand around, do nothing. Sorry guys. Okay, restaurant time. Big restaurant. That's entertainment, restaurant, a Popina. Let's place that down over here. Alrighty. Let's see. So now we're just waiting for that to be built, and then all these people will be a little bit happier. They're already... Oh no, satisfaction is very low. Enough food available. Oh, there we go. Satisfaction is 100% again. Great stuff. Even though there is no restaurant, they're still 100% happy. Oh, that is brilliant. Okay, I mean, these guys are... Yeah, they're not... Oh, they are. They are at the Cardo de Comanes, right over there. They are technically on the main street, so they are quite happy, I see. Okay, that's good. These guys... They are not on the Cardo de Comanes or the Decumanus Maximus or the Cardo Maximus. They're not on any of those main streets, yet they are also 100% happy. It's amazing, the fact that you can put all these fancy pants houses up here and they are still happy in life. Very strange. Very, very strange. There is water over here. Where's the well? That's what I want to know. Where is the well for this house over here? Not over here. Is it just because... Okay, there is a well closer. I am leaning towards how many people are staying here. 15. Yeah, 15 people staying there. And I want to destroy them. Maybe over here I build a simple house. Maybe over here I just build a it's not a simple house, a strip house. 5x3 it has to be. 5x3 it has to be. Yeah, right over there. Okay, we still have a nice conservation stretch over here. This is the last house now. We're just going to build a city street from them. Right over there. Okay, this is the last house on the block. That is what that is. And then we're just going to place, I think, just a garden still. I do love the fact that you can actually build backyard gardens here. Just as a nice little extra food production and stuff like that. I think 3x1 is the one I want to build over here. Oh, I think that's a 4x1, is that? That's 4x1. I want a 3x1, please. Like this one. What's this? It should be a 2x1. Never mind, never mind. Well, it's just being silly. Oh, I can't. You know what? 4x1 in that case. 4x1 and maybe... no, not a 7x2. Let's keep it as that. If I build a 7x2 in here now, it's going to take in or cut into our conservation area. Don't want to do that. This is the border. This is the last place we want to build houses. So when we have these people moving in, we can tear down this house and actually plop down a big, simple house over here as well. Alright, good to know. Good to know. Now, let's see. Reputation. I have to keep an eye on that to see whether that goes up or not. Where are we in terms of the calendar? Let's see. Oh, we already passed. We already had the festival. Oh, okay. Never mind. We already had the festival. I thought we were still approaching it, but we already went past. Okay. Great. I guess everybody's extra happy in that month just because there was a festival going on. Okay. I would have actually loved to show you the festival, but I kept on forgetting. So within here, we just see the week. We don't actually see the month that we are in. It would have been nice if we could at least see the month we are in as well. But it does take, it takes up space to do that. Okay, how are things looking over here? And all these people, I think, are very happy. Even these guys, are you guys happy? Are you 100%? 74% happiness. That's actually not too bad. I'm happy with that. I'm happy. I'm happy and they are semi-happy, so that's fine. We will need to just increase our necropolis here. Just place down some more graves, perhaps. Just over here like that. And then maybe just a little bigger one over there. Okay, there we go. So about as many graves as we possibly can. Well, now it is going to be as many graves as we can fit in. I'm not going to place any graves right next to the woodland here. That's the border of where we place anything. Okay. Alright, well, I'm actually very, very happy with our progress this evening. In terms of funds, yeah, quite a lot of money coming in still. I do just quickly want to check finances. Not salary, come on, well, income expenses here. Cart toll per cart. We're not getting any toll there. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. I really thought building this toll booth over here, or this toll house, would have given us money, but so far it is just costing us money. Okay, anyway. Here, yeah, this is just emergency food and wood we can get. We don't need that. We are perfectly fine in terms of our food. And yeah, 83% of our storage filled. That is absolutely marvelous. Okay. Let's see. Time-wise, oh, look at that. It is 8 o'clock for me, which means it is time now to also end tonight's episode. So, yeah. Thank you very much, everyone, for joining me on our little adventure here. Hope you enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun here in Pax Augusta, as always. And then I will hopefully be back next week, Sunday. We will see. Of course, we don't know when Wilson is going to arrive. We do expect him in the next week or two. And if he arrives on Saturday or Sunday, I will not be streaming. But I will then post on the not the WhatsApp group, on the YouTube community page. You will see that, okay, listen guys, Wilson is coming. I will not be streaming. So yeah, keep an eye out for that. Alright, in the meantime, have a lovely, lovely weekend further, everybody. We've got a public holiday tomorrow, so that is going to be absolutely marvelous. And as always, stay safe.